you for downloading my marriage podcast. If you're new here, welcome. Remember to subscribe, share with friends and families, and also tell them to subscribe to my marriage podcast. On today's episode, I'll talk to you about infidelity in marriage. Infidelity has become a norm that is gradually destroying the marriage institution, and so we must shun infidelity in all its form in our marriage. And this starts by us paying attention to little things that we might ignore in our marriage that might actually lead to infidelity. When you made that vow to stick to this one person, it means that your body belongs to only this one person, and as such, you have no right to share that body with any other person apart from your spouse. Imagine breaking the trust of your spouse, of someone who loves you so dearly and trusted you. Is it worth it for just some 5 minutes pleasure? Is it really worth it? Imagine what you're going to put your partner through when he or she discovers that you have been cheating on him or her. It's not really worth it. The aftermath of infidelity in marriage is not even something anybody will wish for, because infidelity makes for you not to be trusted. If you have cheated on your spouse, and if your spouse ever finds out, your spouse might never again trust you. And if they ever do trust you, it might take forever for them to win, for you to win their trust back. And so it's not even worth it for you to become unfaithful to your partner. And also, sometimes this unfaithfulness does not just happen. It happens because you don't pay attention to little things. For instance, if you're sending a mail to someone who is of the opposite sex, and this is not even an official mail, it is always best to copy your partner in it. And it's always good for you to tell your partners the things that have been happening. If you meet somebody new, carry your partner along, let your partner know, so that by the time your partner starts seeing the tail signs that might lead to infidelity, your partner will alert you immediately so that you don't fall into that temptation. But by the time you're not being open to your partner, how would your partner be able to know this? And then you will end up falling into infidelity. And so we need to strive to avoid infidelity in all its forms. Sometimes another thing that causes infidelity in marriage is lack of affection. When a partner is not getting affection, or when a partner feels he or she is not cared for, or when a partner feels is not getting the required attention, that person might start looking for it elsewhere. And so we need to give time to our spouse. We need to care for them. We need to show interest in what they are doing, so that they might not have the intention of start looking elsewhere for this. And also, when you are going through some issues with your partner, it is better for you not to allow a third party into it. Sometimes, those things happen innocently. Maybe a colleague in the office who is an opposite sex, and you start telling that person the issues you are having with your spouse. And before you know it, that person might just take advantage of you, and then you become unfaithful to your partner. So you need to be careful with such things so that you don't end up falling into infidelity. And so as couples, we need to shun infidelity in all its ways. If there's anything that your partner is not doing well, that you need your partner to improve on, the best thing that you can do is to talk to your partner. And so you people can have a level ground of agreement, rather than you living your marriage and then chasing after someone else. And just come to think about it, the effort that you're going to put into starting a new relationship with someone else, if you put that same effort into your marriage, you'll discover that your marriage will be better for it. So all those times that you are going to use to go and start chasing somebody new, Just try and put that effort, that same energy into your marriage, and you will see that your marriage will be better for it. Try to spend more time with your spouse. Do things that can help the love in your marriage to grow and be much more determined, because infidelity has to do with determination. If you're determined, if you're principled, then you will not be able to cheat on your spouse. Think of the love that your spouse has for you. Think of the trust that your spouse has in you. And when you look at such things, you know he's not worth it, hurting your spouse just for some minutes of pleasure. And remember that infidelity is a very grievous sin, because even in the Bible allows for divorce only on the ground of infidelity, and that shows you the gravity of infidelity. And so we should shun it in all ways. There is no reason for us to share our body with any other person other than our spouse. Thank you for listening to my marriage podcast today. If you haven't subscribed yet, do that now. Remember to share with friends and families and tell them to subscribe to my marriage podcast. You can also connect with me via email at maritallifeissues@gmail.com. Before I go, I would like to say that the joy stealers will never steal the joy in your home, that the home breakers will never break your home, that your marriage will last forever, and you will keep on finding peace and joy in your home in Jesus' name. Amen.